This is Jim Stone. Initially, I believed the children on train story. I believed that they were riding the trains up, risking their lives, possibly falling off, and I wanted to go to the rail yard in Guadalajara to bust the UN for helping these children coming up. I was expecting when I got there to see a whole bunch of humanitarian organizations helping these children, and when I got there I got a huge surprise. There was nothing at all going on, and this led me into on a search which the end conclusion was that the entire Children on Train story is a hoax. During this search, I interviewed 3 different security forces, a man who rides the train, a man who works food service on the track, and hit the tracks in 4 different locations to see what was going on. And we're going to start this all out with the man who first opened my eyes, Arturo in Guadalajara. ¿Qué es tu nombre?
Arturo.
Arturo. All right, muchas gracias. No niño on train.
No, puro adulto. No,
okay.
Es que
So,
en el tren se suben y si uno de adulto, boom, te subes y te caes, ahora un niño no alcanza los vagones.
15 illegal adults per day and no kids.
El más, no, pues puro adulto. Yo creo que era el más joven que he visto yo.
Well, this is good info. Okay, well, muchas gracias. This is the best testimony I could have got. He's Arturo. He's right by the train tracks. This is the bridge going up there. We're going to be walking across to show you the perspective that this man has. Thank you very much. Yeah, mucho gusto. Muchas gracias. And we're going to walk across this switch yard to show you what we're talking about. This is the biggest switch yard in central Mexico. So what's happening is the police are coming in here because this is private property, and they're pulling 15 adults per day off of the trains that come in here, and they take them and let them go right here where Arturo is, where we entered here, and they have to then turn around and go to where the trains come in down here, and there's a hook in the track where you get your choice. This train is now backing out of this yard to get back out on the track. And everything that comes through this half of Mexico comes through this switch yard. This is the largest rail switch yard in Mexico. It's the one in Querétaro, which is a major industrial city. All trains come through this choke point here. This rail yard is a choke point for all trains, so every last illegal coming up from Mexico, I mean from Central America, has to come through here, and we're going to drive through it.
Buenas tardes.
Hola.
¿Qué necesitaban?
What did you say?
Sí, es cierto que aquí vienen muchos niños.
No, aquí casi no. Bueno, no he visto muchos niños, ¿no?
Pero sí ve lo que dicen en las noticias.
Sí, pero no, aquí no ha pasado nada de eso de niños.
So here we are at the largest switch yard in Mexico, and nada niños aquí.
Dice que es una de las más grandes de México y que no...
No, aquí no, nomás la pura gente que será la que vive aquí.
¿Cuánto ilegales por día aquí?
No, en vez de como de 20, de 30 por ahí, pero no.
Oh, por día.
No
20 a 30 por día.
Sí, no pasa de niños.
Pero esa de los niños que
nada
vienen
niños.
a montones y eso.
No, en vez sí pasan por aquí, ilegales, todos sí pasan, pero no muchos, que digamos.
Okay, muchas gracias. Quiero conducir para...
Sí.
Okay,
sí,
okay.
Sí,
Muchas gracias. Okay, we're going to drive these tracks and document this. We have here what looks like some sort of a police patrol vehicle. Let's see the best shot I can get of it. Tu nombre? Jesus. And ¿cuánto ilegales in the switch yard per day?
¿Que cuántos ilegales hay aquí por día?
No sé, bueno,
Okay, we're down here at the end of the switch yard on the north end. You look back in there, you see that's the switch yard back in there, coming to an end. The whole point of being here is to document that people are not just going around this switch yard to evade security. Obviously, you have to take this step in checking anything out because people were being warned to get off the train and get around that switch yard and then board the train down here where it comes out before it speeds up too much to get on. Well, then all the people that were going to do that would be down here in this section getting ready to re-hop these trains to go north, and all we're seeing is locals. There's nothing down. Okay, I'm all the way down here. I'm all the way down here where the tracks come out of the switch yard and go north. There's some security here, and we're going to talk to them. Obviously, they're probably here for the illegals. Okay, ask him if he's here to make sure nobody illegal gets on the trains. Hola.
I am the illegal. I am the legal.
Okay. Just tell him I'm a reporter.
Que es un reportero de Estados Unidos. Está reportando la situación humanitaria de los niños ilegales. Supuestamente están pasando.
Yeah, and just tell him we'd ask him to like to ask him a few questions.
Es que le gustaríamos preguntarle unas cuantas. Hacerle unas cuantas preguntas.
Okay, ¿qué es tu nombre?
¿Cuál es su nombre?
José Isidro.
José, okay. ¿Cuánto ilegales por día aquí?
¿Cuántos ilegales?
Varía de unos 20 a 30.
20 a 30. So it's exacto part of what the other security said. So it's double confirmation. ¿Cuánto niños? Not a niños or niños?
Pasan por el tren.
No, pues a veces son poco rara la vez que pasan, pero sí.
So very few?
Pero no es como los miles de niños.
No. So
Son pocos. Tres, cuatro.
Trades quattro. So there are a couple. What do you think when you hear the American press say there's thousands of people on trains?
¿Qué es lo que piensa cuando ve en la televisión, en las noticias, o a Estados Unidos diciendo que hay muchos miles de niños yendo a Estados Unidos por este?
No
It's
por aquí.
It's a lie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because over here just like 3-4 kids in, I don't know, probably a couple days. It's not every day, and it's not every day because
America is saying is they're riding these trains all the way through Mexico, and thousands of people are dying on this track right here, blaming Kansas City Southern for all kinds of problems, and I'm not seeing anything.
no, actually, just only Ferromex because Kansas, I don't see people in
On Kansas City Southern trains at all.
No.
You see, the media in America said specifically that Kansas City Southern was running the beast train and allowing all these people up.
Well, I don't know where the guys catch the train because over here this line is Kansas and the center is Ferromex. The last one is Kansas. So, and I don't see the people. I'm almost living over here. Yes, I'm.
Okay.
3 days I'm stay over here and I see all the trains in the night. So.
Okay, so it's many trains going through here per day.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of trains, but Ferromex just, I don't know, I'm telling you again, it's only one a night.
Would have an illegal on it. Would have an illegal on it.
Why? Because this train catch all the garbage, you know, like metal pieces.
Oh,
of metal.
so they
only that one.
so you can hide on them.
So these guys catch that train. Why? Because the train go so far. The northern ones don't go so far, so or different ways.
And then the guys that do catch that one train, it's one train that would be called the beast train, and it's 20 to 30 on it per day.
Yeah, so the train go to Mexico to Irapuato. it's only that train. These guys catch that one because the northern one is hard, like stop somewhere over here close to this place, so and catch the northern one. Sometimes the train don't make a stop to these guys catch it again.
Okay, okay. So there we go. It's not run by Kansas City Southern as the American press is accused. It is one train called the Beast. It's run by Ferromex.
So I don't know
and
these guys
it's
get
20
the information.
Yeah, 20 to 30 people per day. Well, I'm here to bust them. I'm here to call and call a lie on the children's story. This is the pinch point for Mexico. Any north-south train has to come through here. There's no other way. And these guys that are working security here and standing right here at the end of the switch yard say 20 to 30 per day, and that is exactly what the other rail yard security said. What's your name?
Norberto Bárcena.
Norberto. Okay, muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is what I came here to do. Muchas gracias. Okay, so this is the end of the track. I did interview the real rail security that sees everything coming in and out of here. These are their vehicles. I didn't make a point of that when I pulled up. They confirm what Arturo said. This line branches one half will go through Guadalajara and up into California. The other half will go up into the U.S., up into Texas, and so Arturo saying 10 to 15 per day, and these people saying 20 to 30 per day divides out perfectly. Half go into Texas, half go into California, so we got multiple confirmation. The exact same thing. This security said 20 to 30, the security coming in said 20 to 30, Arturo says 10 to 15. Because he only gets half the traffic. We got it nailed. There's no way that we screwed up this report. We got triple confirmation that we are not having thousands of illegal children or thousands of illegals, period, riding these trains. How can you have three different security forces say they're not seeing what's being reported on the news? A man who frequently rides the trains saying he's not seeing what's reported on the news, and Arturo saying he's not seeing what's reported on the news. How can you have this if there really are thousands of people riding trains, many trains with 1,000 people each according to the news? Well, I got down to the bottom of that one. If you look at these photos here, you can see that when these trains that have these thousands of people are photographed, the brush goes right up, the bushes and the plants go right up to the side of the trains. And then when you see the photos of the derailments, there's weeds growing right on the tracks, thick weeds. And it looks like the train derailed out in the middle of the woods. Yet in reality, when you see the long-run tracks that the freight trains actually operate on, they're well maintained and clean as a whistle. So what's going on here? Obviously, for the media show, they are putting old junk trains on private spurs that are all overgrown with weeds and causing derailments of the trains with paid actors on the scene. There's no other way that this can be happening. These trains do not operate out in the woods and out in the weeds. The tracks are very well maintained, so the photos that you see of these beast trains with where they're going through the weeds with thousands of people on them have to be fake. Well, how can you actually prove they're fake rather than guess? Well, I've got the answer. I found a photograph that was released by some of these relief agencies that are supposedly helping these illegal alien children on these trains. And if you look at the big derailment, this is the one that was supposed to have 1,300 people on it. Look at this scene here. Supposedly, this train is the beast. Look at the tracks, they're all overgrown with weeds, and then we have the smoking gun. If you zoom in on the front of this photograph and see where this train is going, there are no tracks. There's no tracks. But I could be wrong about this, right? I may have found the wrong photo, right? Well, actually not, because if you right-click on the image properties of this photo and you view the exit data, they made the mistake of putting a tag claiming rights to the photo. And here's what the tag says. A handout picture provided by the agency Quadratin shows the site of the derailment of the train known as La Bestia, the Beast, in Los Ananas near San Pedro, Tepanatec in the Mexican state of Oaxaca on July 3rd, 2014. A migrant who traveled the train was injured according to the beta group of the National Migration Institute. Another one remains under one of the wagons. EPA Quadratin handout, editorial use only. So, what they've done is they've faked this photo of the train, they faked the derailment, and they've made their photo for official use only within their own circles. Well, that's just too bad, because when the photo completely busts their psyop, that's news. And here it is. And what's even better? Because they embedded the names of the organizations involved with this photo, we now know that the beta group of National Migration Institute is a false front. They're fake. They're faking the news. If they're getting funding, they're fake, they're lying, they're busted. People need to hop on it and get all the background information on the beta group of the National Migration Institute. And also, EPA Quadratin is another false front. We have two organizations pegged by this photo. People hop on it and find out what's going on here, because we know they're lying. We know this is fake. According to sources in Central America, these children are being taken. They're being taken. Their mothers are warning them not to approach white women who are working for non-government organizations. So what we have here is a giant child theft ring that is stealing children, so many children, that is well noticed in these countries of Honduras and Nicaragua and Guatemala. And these children are going into nowhere. They're not on these trains. Obviously, there's a high probability that all the stories about these illegal immigrant children at the southern border are false. This entire child train story, this entire child immigrant story might just be cover for the theft of thousands of children from Central America who are not going to the United States at all. And how do I know this is the greatest probability? Because Arturo says so. Because Kansas City Southern Security says so. Because a state-run security force says so, and because a privately hired security force says so, and because a man who rides the train says so, and because we got a fake photo of a PSYOP derailment that is absolutely impossible that says so. There are no illegal immigrant children on these trains, at least not in the numbers that they're saying. We're getting 1 or 2 per day, according to these people that work the tracks. Where are these children going? We know they're vanishing from Central America. Where are they going? Segment 2 of this video covers the other possibility, that these illegal immigrant children are only hopping the train up until they get immediately across the border and are taking buses from that point up. And we proved that's not happening either. That's in video 2. This is Jim Stone. Thank you very much for watching this, and spread the word.